was sharing just a few minutes ago, this is the largest group we've ever had in the November signing period, which is just simply awesome. And in just a minute, you're going to hear the names, the locations, the sports they're playing at the universities and colleges they're playing. I think this is the most impressive group we've had to date. So for the younger student athletes in the room, something to aspire to and look up to and commit yourselves as well. But on behalf of all high school in West Hartford, I just want to say congratulations to everybody. I know the... Sure, good. I truly understand and know the level of commitment that it took on your part, but I also know the level of commitment in time, and money, and laundry, and foods that the parents played in their role. So I'd like for you guys to give your parents and families and coaches a round of applause. In just a second, I'd like to turn it over to principals and two to say a few words, but we can just quickly, I'm going to put Ellie on the spot to start us off. Just go right down the row, say your name, the sport you're playing, and where you are playing next year, loud enough for everybody to hear.
I'm Ellie Goldsby, and I'm playing football.
Simon Levy, played football at Johns Hopkins University.
Mason O'Bear, played baseball at Stone Buffalo.
Chase Henwald, playing baseball at Ford University. Oh, you're great. Doing track and field at Columbia University.
Anna Siciliano, doing track and field at Yale University.
Violet Priest, doing cross country and track and field at George Washington University.
I'm Maddie Maxwell, I'm playing soccer at the University of Hayward.
Sally Princeton, and I'm playing soccer at Wichita College.
I'm Lauren, I'm playing track and field at the University of Chicago.
John York, track and field at Princeton University.
Jack O'Neill played football at Newbury College.
That's running back for University. I'm my father, running Boston University. Mickey Xavier, I'm with track and field.
Congratulations.
Those who don't know, I'm Dan June, principal here at Alcohol High School. Typically, Jason will ask me at this event, do you want to speak? And usually I say no, because I really want this program to be on men as it should be, so I kind of you don't need one more adult on me. But one of the nice things I think for me, now being in education for 25 years, being in a high school, a couple different high schools, is you start getting a little bit perspective, right? You kind of start seeing so each year we really have these amazing groups of when Mr. Girl sent out the list of the signees for this time around. We're one of the top high schools in the country, and we see, and once again, there's a lot, and Connor's a great school, and they produce things, that we probably do some very things, and so you see this excellence on a day-to-day basis, and so sometimes you actually become numb to it, right? You just see it, you just kind of expect it. And when I saw this email, I was blown away by the collections of students and the schools and sports and everything they were going to. I was really impressed, and to help me kind of take the pause on that. And the piece I also want to add to that though is I have no doubt that they will all excel on the athletic field, on the courts, and every single competition. But they are all going to make their campuses better campuses because of the human beings that they are and what a great, outstanding group that they all are. So, for me, I kind of want to remind you how proud you should be that kind of collectively as a class. That's the other part. I see you guys cheering out the boys soccer team yesterday and cheering out hopefully field hockey today and cheering everybody out. You guys have really helped each other get better. And so that's really something I hope you take away. So I know Mr. Eagle talked about thanking this group who supported you, but also making sure that you guys really support each other. So really, you should all be incredibly impressed about everything that you've done, both individually and collectively in class. So thank you for that.
At this part of the program, I'd like to turn things over to the coaches in the room that would love to say a few words on behalf of their student athletes. We typically have no particular order, but we do have a team that needs to jump on a bus and get to round 2 soccer tournament.
So just really quickly, I just want to talk about my 2 soccer players. I'm going to start with Sally Kritzman. seen Sally play. She never takes a day off. She works as hard as humanly possible. You never question her effort. She'll just run and run until she can. And that's one of the reasons why she's really successful. But one of the things that has been most impressive is that coming to this year, she became a much smarter player where she was finding spaces and thinking the game through. So I use her as an example of someone who's elevated her game. So she was really good at a couple things, and to get where she's going, she found what else she needed to do. And I was really, really impressed with that. She just shouldn't be as hard as as she is on herself. Because that's one of the things about a great athlete is she always knows she can do better, and that means she's going to be a little more successful. So congratulations, Sally. Said this as well, which is the idea that you all represent the things that hopefully other athletes are looking towards. Like if you want to play in college, I know we can point to all of them to say these are the attributes that they have in terms of talent and so on and so forth. The thing with Maddie is Maddie has overcome injury after injury after injury. There's a sense of perseverance. If you want to be successful, you can't just simply, first hurdle, give up. And she's had so many opportunities to just say, well, I've had enough, or I can't recover from this. And it hasn't changed her play. You worried that if you got injured, you wouldn't go to the next tackle as harder, you'd back off. But she sacrifices herself all the time. When she isn't on the field, my players would say we're kind of a little disorganized because she runs everything. She tells everybody where to go. So that leadership is one of the reasons why she's a captain. It's one of the reasons that's made her so successful. At the beginning of the season, when she was about 30 seconds away from being subbed in a preseason game, and she got injured, when she went down, I was like, the first thing I thought was, well, there goes our season. Because that's how important she is to us. Thankfully, it was just another thing that you overcame. And we are, going to Staples in the second round and hopefully winning today. Because here are the people's comments on what the coaches say, but I'm sure you're going to hear the same kind of stuff. All right? Just great people, great athletes who are doing everything they can to succeed. It sounds very rude. I'd love to hear that, but I'm going to take my two athletes and we need to get on the bus and go.
Take one quick group picture here. Good luck today.
That's fine.
Okay, while they take a quick group photo before they get on the bus, I'm going to turn things over to Coach Jenna for field hockey.
So I'm here to talk about local team. Our tournament is going to be in Maryland. Ellie can score a lot of goals. It's not a secret, but what I want to highlight today is actually not Butler did 28 goals to score in her career so far. But I think it's her most impressive feat. What I admire most about her is her ability to identify the goals or the dream and then go after it and get it. Arguably, the goal accomplished today by signing is the biggest, but what we don't see behind the scenes is the hours that she spent with a stick in her hand to accomplish every milestone that has led her to this point. It takes her to be a freshman, hitting 100 goals, getting her perfect with her shot, or splitting the like goal and solves the process. Without having played the game, it might be hard to appreciate the skill and the control that she has with the stick, but I can emphatically say after 4 years that she's an outstanding field hockey player, and I can't wait to see what she does next year.
No particular order. Oops, go ahead.
In track and field, we look at a lot of stats, but no magical. And with her signing today for George Washington University, she's been a competitor for ball track for 4 years, cross country Her versatility on the track is from 400 to 600 meters. 1,600 meters, she has earned accolades in her junior that included 3 school records in the 400, the 800, and the 600, and she earned a bronze medal at the CIC Class L Championship in Atlanta. Ryland anchored performance in the 4x8 team with gold medals in the Class L Girls Championship. That was followed by a team-winning bronze medal in the Rising Stars for New Balance National in the 4x8. If you've ever watched her anchor our 4x8, whenever they put that stick in her hand, you don't have to worry about what she's going to do because she's going to give it everything she has, and it's usually very successful. Rhonda's success for indoors provided her a push to the outdoor season to help fall 4x4 and 4x8 to the second best times in school history, including 4th place at the CIC State Open, 3rd place in the Rising Stars New Balance National in the 4x8 at Philly, and as a freshman, Ryan was also part of the 4x8 quartet that had the school record in the 4x8 at 9:25. Ryland's strongest cross country this fall helped the fall high school to a 6-1 record, 2nd place in the CCC championships, and 4th place in the Class L that led our team to its 3rd consecutive Open championship. She has certainly earned all academic awards in the CCC every season. And now to the affective domain. She is an outstanding young woman. I told any coach that was looking at her that they need to have this woman on their team. I mean, her hard work ethic, her character, her ability to lead the team is just unparalleled. So, George Washington is very lucky to get this done. It's been an absolute privilege to coach Riley.
It was fun coming over to Hall High School last year. Assistant coach from a couple years out. And I had the pleasure and honor of coaching Anna last year and Anna's the biggest thing that I saw in her growth last year as a student athlete was her desire to achieve and the expectations that she placed on herself at the beginning of the season, sometimes overweight or gave too much emphasis. And so she learned to deal with that, and that resulted in her indoor season culminated with a shot put beyond 38 feet silver medal at the really rose to all best as a junior. When outdoor season, she earned a silver medal at the Class L Championship, and also she established the Hammond Girls School record of 143 inches. She wasn't done. She went to nationals, and she capped the outdoor season with a school record of 118 feet, 8.75 inches in the discus throw at the New Balance National Games. The attention that all these performances and her constant leadership that will move our leaps and bounds. She is now one of the indoor and outdoor captains for this season, and also that has led her to the coaches at Yale to give her this opportunity next year, where I think she will benefit their team. And we are just so proud of we are just so proud of Anna and all the things that she's done. We're looking, again, more expectations for this thing. But with the knowledge that you are well prepared for all the things that come up. Thank you.
one of the best teammates anyone could have because she'll give it all for them. This is her fourth season, and she was elected captain because of the teammates respecting her so much in both the indoor and outdoor season. She could run anything. We needed to beat Connor. The only way we beat Connor last year was to put Lauren in the 100 meters. She never even practiced the 100 meters, but we needed the points. So she went and, I believe, got us big points so that we went on to victory. She holds the record for the 400 meters. She was a medalist in the 4x4 in both the indoor and outdoor. She continued her achievements in outdoor season as she broke the record, school record, and I coached the person that had that, and it has to be at least 15 years ago. And she broke the 400-meter record in 59:06. And placed fourth in the Class L championship. She is a leadoff. She sets the pace for the 4x4, and we always somehow come to victory. Not somehow. You have four great people in that race. Very hard to victory. I watched her in the cross country meet. She was a huge difference maker on the team, and I just feel that we were so blessed to have her in our program, and so is the University of Chicago. So best of luck there.
This happened so quickly. I'm Coach Steve Lee from the football team. Coach Robinson just momentarily said, hey, listen, I have to be somewhere. He wanted to be here. He says, can you talk on my behalf? So while this hasn't been prepared, it's from my heart, okay? So understand that. I'm here for the two football players, Simon and Jack, and two of the most wonderful kids I've had. I've been here 35 years as a coach, okay? Two of the most wonderful kids I've ever had. They joined the team as freshmen during the COVID year. All right, that was the year where we went out and practiced every single day and never played a game. You know how hard that is to do? It'd be like in any sport, you would practice every day, and you're never going to put pads on, and you're never going to play. And they were great during that year, and they've now become wonderful people. And I've said this all the time about football. I'm a freshman coach besides an assistant. I see them come in out of KP and Bristol, wherever they come in from. They come in as kids, and they leave as men. Okay, and that's exactly what's happened with these two. Jack had something happen I wouldn't wish on anybody. After 4 years of hard work, playing great, putting so much time in the weight room, so much time on the track, believe it or not, he got hurt in the first period of the first game, and he's out for the season. I've never seen that happen before. And he has handled it like a man. And he is going to be so very, very successful at Middlebury College. They got a good one when they got you, Jack. Congratulations. I just got to share this one humorous story because he's done a great, great job over the 4 years. As a sophomore, we're playing Connor. Remember this, Simon? Second period, I mean, it's in the middle of the game. There's no reason for Connor to call timeout whatsoever, okay? So they put Simon in the game, he runs out there, and I'm on the sideline. I am so proud that he's okay? So he goes in and out, never plays a play, okay? So I asked him later in the game, did you get in the game, Simon? He says, well, that kind of depends upon what you call getting in the game, okay? I got on the field and they took me off before they played the game. But he has turned out to be an excellent captain, a superb player, great kid, both of them. And I want to leave all of you with this if I could, and I say all this, I said this before, but it's working now. My dad was a big athlete here, and I think we can't lose touch of where we come from. This had come out of clear blue sky. My dad actually knew William Hall. He played for Eric Norfeld. So a lot of people go to Norfeld School, they have no idea he was a legendary coach here, okay? Eric Norfeld used to tell my dad and the teams at Hall back then, when you put on the uniform that says Hall High School, you're representing three groups of people. You're representing the team you play on, You're representing the high school you go to, and you're representing the town that you live in. And you guys have represented all three well throughout your career. Thank you very much.
I'm going to jump in and talk, say a few words about Chase and Mason for the baseball program. Some of you may not know, but their head coach had stepped away and moved out back to the Midwest. But he did reach out to me and send me a few words that he wanted me to share on his behalf. So first, for Mason, Mason will be continuing his education in athletics career at Stonehill College. His hard work and determination have helped turn him into a fine ball player that will make the Skyhawks proud next year. He was a major contributor on last year's team as a pitcher and position player. His contributions this year will have Paul competing at the highest level this spring. Congratulations. And Chase is a great athlete who is capable of so much. His talents are only exceeded by his humility and leadership qualities. Fordham's baseball program will be made better with his presence. Chase was instrumental on last year's team and is expected to help lead the team to new heights this spring.
Hi, I'm Mike Lee, Scott Sancator. We are teachers and coaches for the boys indoor and outdoor track teams. Coach Billing, unfortunately, could not make it down, could not get out of this class. I know he would want to be here. He would probably talk a little bit better than Scott and I might about this. First, what an impressive group of athletes right here. For you all. Congratulations to every single one of you guys. We are very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to coach 5 of these guys up here. Gabe, Isaac, Nick, John, Lee. In our sport, there's all kinds of different events. So we coach specialty. Scott's the sprints coach. I coach mid-distance. Everett coaches another event. So we spend time with the full group, but we also get to spend some time with specific individuals. My group includes Gabe Sisk, and I've been pretty fortunate in coaching my group to have guys that have come from the soccer team into the mid-distance group and be very talented. Soccer guys are pretty fast. If you don't realize that, just watching soccer, they're pretty fast with track too. And he got to point out he would have a challenge with my group or something. But ultimately, Gabe is such a good guy, such a good person to hang with. He's a better person than he is a soccer player or a runner. And I enjoy everything that I get to spend with him. And he's just scratching the surface of what he's going to be able to accomplish on the track. He's a soccer player, and to his credit, he is all in on soccer right now. His soccer guys won a game yesterday. They got another game tomorrow. That's where he is right now, and that's what his priority is right now. He'll come to us later in November. He'll get on the track. He's one of the best mid-distance runners in the state. John York might argue with him a little bit. Those are 2 of the best mid-distance runners in the state right there. And he's going to accomplish a lot the rest of this year. He's also going to accomplish a lot when he moves on to UMass World. So I'm really looking forward to see what he's going to do in the future. Isaac, I get to spend time with during the cross-country season as well. He's a distance runner. He's coached by Everett Hackett. I'm one of the assistant coaches on the cross-country team as well. Again, better young man than athlete. He just, the last week or so, won the Double L championship. Finished 3rd at the state open, which are pretty impressive accomplishments when you see the runners that he's run against. And he led our team to another New England meet this year, which is really cool. Which he's as much about the team as he is about what he accomplishes. And he's sort of dragged a bunch of young guys along with him to the New England meet, which is pretty cool. And he's going to do great things at BU. I will.
Yeah, and I get to spend a lot of time with John and a fair amount of time with Liam, and I think. First, I'm super jealous of all their new coaches at universities. I get to spend time with the most wonderful people, the most fun people to hang out with. But I think what sets all these athletes apart, probably to some extent, it's easy to be a good athlete when everything goes right, and you're healthy, and you have the amount of talent and drive and these individuals do. But I know that John and Liam have kind of like had to work through some injuries, and that's what's impressive about I remember John got hurt. It's almost like it's in the past. Like, okay, what do I have to do to get better and kind of keep working for those goals? Doing the same thing. Finished off the outdoor season last year. incredible, but like it wasn't until like very late in the season that your game can be like, well, you know,